So Vipka comes to me last night. She wants to read this book. And, sorry, I'm just waking up. So she wants to read the book that John gave me. And she's like, I hate reading books. I don't understand it. I don't know why I feel drawn to this book. I want to read this book. Is it okay with you if I read it? I said, sure, read it. I don't care. So she's like, and I think it's kind of, like at first we didn't make fun, but we kind of made fun just because of, we were upset with him and how he was behaving and just being kind of whatever, flaky. And so we kind of made fun of the idea of the book for the birthday and what he'd written. It was just kind of like a pastor. It wasn't very personal. It didn't seem at the time. But then we reread it last night, like what he wrote. It was something like, I wish I knew exactly what it was, but it was like along the lines of that which wakes us up, calls us to life or something, and open doors ahead. It said that. And so it was funny because right after that, all of these doors started opening in my life. Like for one, I mean, it might not seem like significant to you, but it was, it's a door, like the job, and just like new, like relationships, and let's see what else. Just good things were starting to happen. It was crazy. As soon as like I let him go, it was like boom, 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 open door, open door, open door. So I can't totally discount what he wrote, and I can't say, oh, he doesn't, he's not ordained by God, or God can't use him, because God can use anybody. So anyway, so she starts reading it, and I said, oh, and I was watching a video with Caroline, and this dream that I had pops in my head all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, and I said, wait, Vipka, hold on. So I run up to the stairs, and I tell her, I said, I had this dream about you, and I don't think I ever told you because I didn't think it was meant anything. I said, but it's funny now because the author of the book the book that John gave that she wants to read is, what was I saying? The author, okay, he's like the pastor of this church. And so in the dream, we were going to this church, of his church, I guess. Man, I could have said that a lot simpler. Sorry. Wake up, wake up, wake up. So, to recap, in case, and I just hit my knee reflex. To recap, the guy that wrote the book, in my dream, we were going to go to his church. But the funny thing is, we were going to see this U2 concert at the church, which is kind of strange. It doesn't really make sense, but it kind of does make sense to me, but to her it wouldn't. So I never told her. I was like, So she and I were going to go to this church. John and I were originally supposed to go to this church, but it didn't end up working out. Like it rained a lot that day or something stupid. So Vipka and I go to this church in the dream, and we're waiting for this U2 concert. And it's a huge church, and no one's there, and all of a sudden, she tells me, she's like, well, that's interesting. I said, so I don't know if that means you're supposed to read the book. I don't know. It just popped in my head. I thought I should tell you, so whatever. Do with it what you will. Then she texts me, and she's freaking out in her text. I'll have to show you the text messages. She's freaking out, and she's like, oh my God, Carmen, she goes like, it's not even the first chapter, it's the introductory page. It says, we were waiting in line for the U2 concert. They were talking about the church that they now, I think they were holding an Easter service in, was originally where they were standing at a U2 concert that they had gone to. So anyway, she was freaking out because she's like, oh my gosh, you told me you had the dream about U2, and now they're talking about they had this concert of U2, but now it was the church, and I don't know. So it's kind of little parallels that were interesting to us anyway. I get it, but I'm not explaining it very well this morning. It could come out a lot better. But I think you get the gist, and so we were freaking out a little bit about it because it was just kind of neat, because I have dreams a lot, and my dreams mean something to me, so you'll have to hear them. They're crazy, but they're good. They're interesting. So this wasn't as interesting the way I maybe relate it, but interesting nonetheless. So anyway, she's going to read it. I said, well, I think that's a good sign for you to read the book. All right, well, there you have it. I didn't want to text it all out. It would take forever. Like this would take forever, but Okay, bye.